Companies are facing a veritable data tsunami. Data is growing at tremendous rates, with over 2.5 billion gigabytes generated daily, and 90% of data has been generated in the last 2 years alone. At the same time, IT budgets are flat, and if these three data points weren't enough, the volumes of data that storage administrators will need to manage in the next 5 years will grow by 670%. So we have to ask ourselves, how will storage administrators deal with new deployment models such as cloud? How will they gain insights rapidly for business gain? And how will they do both of these things as file and object data explode? IBM Spectrum Scale allows companies to address these challenges. It's a single system for storing unstructured data, and it supports a broad set of hardware, both from IBM and non-IBM. It's truly elastic, a key for cloud. It scales out, it can span multiple sites across the globe, and is virtually limitless in the capacity that it can handle. Data can be moved automatically across various forms of media, whether flash, disk, or tape, and whether on-premises or off-premises in a private cloud or public cloud, such as SoftLayer. And by the way, Spectrum Scale is the technology behind Watson, and it can help companies tap into the insights from big data and analytics, collaboration, content management, and other key workloads. Let's look at some use cases for Spectrum Scale, and let's make this fun and talk about puppies, operators, and car racing. Let's start with the puppy on the left. A large manufacturer of pet foods was running SAP and found that it was running into problems with SAP from a dev test perspective. So it wasn't really a problem with SAP per se, but one with developers having limited access to compute capacity. The developers, by the way, were in India, so basically they'd log on and wouldn't have access to capacity. No capacity, no work, right? Spectrum Scale solved this problem by allowing developers in India to tap into compute capacity during the nighttime in North America. This allowed the pet food company to deliver significant value around SAP, and all thanks to Spectrum Scale. Now moving to the far right, a healthcare provider has a call center with a customer relationship management application storing audio files. Now we've all had that experience when it comes to call centers or CRM, where it says that this call may be recorded. So this healthcare provider uses a vendor, which by the way has about 95% market share, to record and store audio files associated with these calls. So where does Spectrum Scale fit in? The vendor stores these audio files with Spectrum Scale, and the files can be easily stored and retrieved despite the tremendous amount of capacity needed to store these audio files. Finally, in the middle, let's talk about Formula One racing and an Emmy. So Formula One is very competitive. Designing and constantly improving these precision speed machines to achieve the thrill of victory is costly. Infinity Red Bull Racing relies on Spectrum Scale to design, test, and run their cars. And Spectrum Scale is so good that Red Bull has won 4 world championships in the last 4 years. Lastly, I grew up right by Hollywood, so I really like this one. A large media company televises major sporting events and reality shows such as NFL football, NBA basketball, Major League Baseball, NASCAR racing, and so forth, and American Idol on the reality show side. And it uses Spectrum Scale to do so. It stores video and audio assets on IBM's tape offering, which is as simple as using a thumb drive. And that technology combination, Spectrum Scale and IBM LTFS, resulted in IBM winning an Emmy. Let's conclude this section with some more fun. EMC sponsors a Lotus car in Formula One racing. It ran this stunt where a big monolithic truck jumped over the Formula One race car. So let's compare and contrast. EMC has a big truck jumping over a car. Okay, it got 11 million views on YouTube. Very cool, and kudos to the marketing folks. But what does this stunt have to do with storage technology? On the IBM side, Spectrum Scale has brought the Red Bull team 4 championships. This is a real achievement. I guess a truck jumping over a car is too, but hey, that happens pretty frequently at those weekend big car shows. I'll take the F1 championship any day.